200 teams.
That's still pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was not bad. It's a great way to see like the city you're in. I guess this is all over, at least the states they do it, just because it forces you to go to like some kind of touristy areas and do stuff. And some of them I hadn't been there yet, so that was cool to see. But yeah, it's a lot of running around. We were up super late at night. There's stuff like, I don't know, lay down in the middle of the street and take a photo and stuff like that. So you have to do a bunch of different silly things, see some cool places, and there's timed ones. So it's like everyone's got to make sure they're in this part of the area at this time, then you get more points. And yeah, you get all these cool photos. You get a flag because your flag has to be in your photo or your video to make sure teams don't split up. So you get some cool souvenirs. That backpack was cool, and yeah, it was just a super tiring and fun, crazy weekend. I would totally recommend if anyone's. It was called Cotopaxi. Cotopaxi. That's the name of the gear company, and then the other company putting it on. I guess they were both kind of doing it. Was Questival. So I would recommend everyone looking that up, or if they hear a Questival thing is going on. It is a lot of fun. I would definitely do that again.
I got good news for you, Sean.
Okay.
You know that thing that we were talking about with Twitch splitting the VOD? I
Yeah.
just witnessed it happen live. Like, Twitch stopped for, like, a second, and then it started back up. This is going to be a split VOD.
That's weird. And we're past the 5-minute mark. Like we're at 10 minutes.
And there's no dropped frames. This is all on Twitch's side.
Nice.
That's super weird. Well,
Amazing. Anyways, I just thought I'd bring that up. Live, I saw it. I saw the split happen. Oh, well.
anyway, yeah, that was my weekend. So I'm looking forward to having like a relaxing weekend this weekend because last weekend was crazy. But let's move on into the podcast, top down perspective.
Yay.
October 1st, Halloween's coming up.
Ooh.
You guys started thinking of a costume.
No, I'm not. Well, I am home for it. Never mind.
Do I work that?
You have to give out candy.
I do. Now, I probably will have to, actually, now that I think about it.
Or you can just turn all your lights off and be one of those awful houses.
Just be a hermit.
Don't do that. Don't be that guy.
Give people candy.
Oh, I will be home for that. I'm probably just going to give out candy, honestly.
I'll probably set up Mikey to hold the candy and just see what people say.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Or
Unless
I'll
someone
like
steals Mikey.
Or I like run at them with like this ridiculous Nerf gun I bought.
I saw that.
Dude, yeah, look at this fucking thing. Look at this fucking thing. It's got like a collapsible stock, like legs for sniping. This fucking thing, like, this is an extra clip I can remove and put in there. It's got 2 scopes and a blast shield.
This adult just bought a house.
I want this to sink in that I've done this with my life.
Okay.
But I
what's
mean,
the
why
plan
else
for
would
that?
you have
Like,
a house if you couldn't fill it with stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm just going to have Nerf battles.
And also, you need the gun to protect the house. They really work hand in hand with each other.
Exactly. There you go. It even came
do you
with
do you ever go to those like Nerf gun meetups where they like actually like play Nerf games?
I don't know where they are in town, to be perfectly honest. There was supposed to be a big event at the UFC where they were going to try to break the world record.
I think I've seen ones be at the UFC before.
And it got canceled.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. This is another like stock for the end of it. It has another gun hidden inside of it. This gun is the dumbest thing. I love it.
That's pretty great.
I know. I like how John kept it next to the computer just for this. No, I actually built it in the kitchen because it was like the only room that doesn't have boxes in it. So
You have to build it? It didn't just like come in a box?
no. Oh, do you want to see what the actual gun is? Like
Yes.
here's the whole thing. Let's take off some parts, and it starts getting a little bit smaller once you start doing this.
Okay, you're gonna apology for the audio listeners.
Yeah, apologies for audio listeners, but this is a much smaller gun once you.
Okay, the part the part you took off like second to last, it was like a handle, it looked like. Is that because this thing has so much power you need to stabilize it better from the kickback?
No, I just put that on there so I could use the other scope and hold it this way.
Okay. You also took a longer part off the nozzle. Does that do anything to the actual like dart?
Supposedly, this is the sniper modification.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So supposedly, it makes the shots straighter and longer.
Have you tested that?
I actually can't fire this gun yet. That's the worst part about it, because I need a screwdriver because it works on battery power, and I don't know what box that was packed in.
Amazing.
Nice.
All right. Where does the darts go?
They go.
I saw your backup
In that clip, right?
clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they go.
Oh, down the bottom there. Okay.
Yeah. And this is a flip container or a flip mag, so I can just be like, if I run out of ammo.
Right. You know, like you do.
I like Nerf. I'm sorry.
No, it's
fine.
It's
It's just
it's
hilarious how like this is what Nerf guns are now. When I remember
know,
them
it's fucking
so
ludicrous.
differently.
I love
Just-
it. I love it.
Did those all come in one thing, or did you have to like buy the bonus parts to put it together?
The bonus parts you have to buy, but it does come with some as well. So
Can I ask?
this part was, and one of the sites was.
And feel free to not answer this if you don't want to.
Yeah.
How much did like the whole thing together cost?
I don't know. I got it on sale, which is the main reason I bought it.
Okay.
Do you know how much it would have been, or how much you ended up spending? Like, what is this retail?
Yeah,
for?
let's Pawn Stars this shit.
I saved at least $50 off of it. So.
Ooh.
Are we
good
talking
deal.
over $200?
No, God no.
Okay, no, that's. Are we talking over $100?
Probably.
Maybe.
It's a big gun.
I'm honestly surprised it's not over $200.
Yeah,
Then again,
I think it was just over 100.
Okay. Wow. I
Okay.
would have expected like 230. That's where I would have guessed. Then again, I can't even remember last time I ever bought a Nerf gun or looked at the price tag of a Nerf gun. So,
Yeah.
are you gonna have like battles? Do you have like a team or something? Or is it just a display?
I mean, this one's is just for fun and just whenever a random Nerf battle breaks out of the house, which will probably happen a lot more once girlfriend gets here. More than likely.
All right. That's a sentence that was said with a straight face.
Yep.
All right.
It's true love.
I don't know
That
if we
was-
said this. Oh yeah, October. I'm Sean. Paula and John are both here.
Hi.
Yo.
Let's talk about electronic video games
Okay.
as opposed to these like physical games and scavenger hunts. John, what have you been playing?
Nothing, because I've been moving.
Paul, what have you been playing?
Wait, you didn't play a single thing?
Riker Keeper.
You're like the 3DS guy. You always play at least
My
something.
3DS got packed in a box, and I didn't remember which box it
Oh
was.
shit. Okay. How's Record Keeper going?
Going good. Solid events coming around. They just started a Final Fantasy X one where you can unlock Orin and Kamari.
Nice.
Kamari apparently sucks, but Orin's apparently all right.
Yeah, okay. I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege, the beta.
Ooh, tell me about it.
First of all, do you want a code for PC? Because I can give you one.
I think I have one.
Yeah, dude, there's like 100 out there.
I know they're
It's stupid.
stupidly easy to find from what everyone's telling me.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
because
probably a good thing. Like, why? Like, open it up as
mean-
much as you can.
Yeah, but then what's the point of having it as like a closed beta if you?
I
can just
think
get
they're
a
stress
key?
testing, honestly.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So anyways, there's two modes available for it now. The multiplayer, which is 5-on-5, where 5 people will be the attackers and 5 people will be the defenders. And the other mode is the AI component, where you are 5v AI of different difficulties. So normal, like a hard mode, and then a realistic mode, which is the hardest difficulty right now. The AI thing is funner because you're playing with some friends, you're in a group, and you're actually trying to tactically, like, take this mission down, and shit can go real bad real fast. But the multiplayer is faster, if that makes any sense, because, like, people are unpredictable, so that's more the action that they were kind of touting, I think, when they're saying, like, the explodable walls, and, like, you can shoot through walls and, like, make holes and see people, kind of like the old Red Faction days and stuff like that. You get more of that in the multiplayer for sure, because the AI is stupid, and they're always going to run through the doorway to try to get you, or like jump through a window or something. They're going to take the easiest path. People will blow up a fucking like just complete area of wall to see you and like get at you and stuff like that. So there's a kind of trade-off there. Of course you have like the dickhead syndrome where people are just assholes to random people on the internet, but that's with any multiplayer game if you're not playing with friends. It's okay. It's a good shooter. Like, it plays well. It does what it wants to well. I think it might be one of those things that if you don't have a group of people playing with you, though, you're probably going to get maybe a weekend or two of enjoyment out of it. Luckily, I have had people to play with, so it's been like a good time for me. There's the carrot on the stick thing where you get renown in the game, which is like their in-game currency, and you trade it in for like different operators that are mechanically different. So like one of them will be a guy you can buy who has a shield, but he also has cluster bombs that like you drill a hole through a wall and it just spits out like 3 or 4 little bombs, pucks into that room without them knowing until they explode and kill everybody in it. That sort of thing. You have a person that like can see electronics, so you can take out security cameras and stuff like that. So like a perk system, basically, only what you don't mix and match between the perks. You have to buy the operator that actually comes with that perk. And like there's gun upgrades and customization. You can put silencers on stuff and sights and whatnot. But overall, it's solid, except Uplay is fucking terrible. And it makes the experience of getting a group together so much worse, especially when this is in beta and there isn't a really good lobby system set up to play with your friends in right now. I don't know. They have to work on the netcode stuff, like, really, really fucking bad. There's also the problem where you're in a group of 5, right? And you start a game. If one person drops out, they can't join that game back in. Like, you are now 4v5. If another person drops out because, like, their graphics card glitches or something and then they have to restart, you can't pause, you can't do anything like that. You are now 3v5. So
I guess that makes sense, though, because you put, like, an AI in. Like, part of the game is pretty stealth-focused, right?
No.
And, like,
No.
Team-based?
Team-based,
Like
100%, but that's why I think it's dumb that if somebody has a little error in the, like, opening bit, they can't just jump back in. They are stuck out of that match until you're done. I don't like that.
Wouldn't that be better than if like an AI dude was just like, I'm just gonna run in there and shoot people?
No, honestly, no, it wouldn't be. Because sometimes that's what's standing between you and winning, is just having more firepower.
All right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's all the beta problems though, right? Like, not enough people are playing or too many people are playing and making the servers unstable. It's all that sort of shit. Gameplay-wise, it's totally fine. I wouldn't probably put money down on it unless you are sure that you're gonna play with somebody. The thing is, it's a Tom Clancy Rainbow Six game, so there's gonna be probably the single player component like will be fine. So if you like that, like thinking
they haven't mentioned anything about the single player though, which is my concern.
Yeah, I know that's kind of mine too, but they kind of have to have it, right?
I know there is a single player. I've heard.
Aren't there Ghost Recon games that didn't have single player?
This isn't Ghost Recon, though. This is Rainbow Six.
I know, but I'm just saying.
No, I know, but I'm just, like, Rainbow Six is, like, always been the tactical single-player campaign thing that later on became a co-op thing you could do with friends and stuff.
Isn't this the one that has, like, Viola Davis in it?
Yes, I think so. I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like, they got, actress to, model her in the game and stuff. So, I know there's a single-player component.
Yeah, I just don't know what that's going to entail, and that's kind of what bothers me. Or scares me, rather. I don't know.
Can you break through any wall?
Like, for the most part, yeah. You can't break through walls where on the other side there's, like, a dresser or a TV or something, like, where there's more items on the other side, and you can't break through walls that are just, like, straight up brick or cement or something like that. But
you can't go in like a sledgehammer?
You can go through a lot of walls with like a sledgehammer or even just shooting through or like meleeing it. So the way you get around that as a defender is you also have reinforcements that you can put up, which are basically just like steel walls that you can put up to behind a wall to reinforce it, which makes you...
If you're like defending?
Yeah, exactly. Which makes you think
Okay.
a little more like with some tactic there to like make it so they have to only break through one part and then you can funnel them in and kill them or throw them off that way. It's kind of cool.
What happens if you take out all the walls? Will they be like, hang on, dude, load bearing walls? What are you doing?
It's
No.
not exactly red faction.
No,
I don't
no.
think it's gonna that would be amazing, though.
Yes, it would. I agree,
But
100%.
but then everyone would just set because like the counter terrorists always get like breaching charges. They would just set it to make the building collapse on the terrorists each time.
Yeah.
You can jump down holes. Is there any way to go up? Like, can you put a ladder or something? Or like a hook shot?
I think it's only down because I know that rappelling is also a big thing.
You can go
Without-
up and down with repelling.
But what if you're like in the basement and you want to go up one floor, but you don't want to take the stairs because maybe someone blew up the stairs. Also, can you blow up the stairs?
You can blow up a hole in the floor and then rappel up, I think.
Okay. Can you blow up the stairs?
That's the
No.
one thing I can't see them.
I
doing
don't think you can, actually.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can you just put a bomb in the bathroom and just blow up the bathroom? Or will like the toilet and like sink still be there?
Yeah, like there's definitely assets that will still just hang out,
Okay.
which is disappointing, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. I know where you're going with this, and you cannot do whatever you want to destroy a house, unfortunately.
Can you do that thing from Indiana Jones 4 where you put like a bomb in the kitchen and then get inside the fridge
Oh
and
my
you're
God.
fine?
Why would you even remember that existed? That happened.
Well,
That's
I don't
like
know.
the only
Okay.
thing worth remembering from that film. That film was okay. Come on.
I'll be honest. I think I liked it more than the second one.
Okay.
I almost said Temple of Doom. And I'm like, no, that's not the one.
Okay.
Wait, which one's the second
is it?
one?
Is it?
Also,
Yeah,
you're
that
wrong.
is the second
fourth
one.
Indiana
Shit, I didn't
Jones
remember.
is terrible.
It's okay. It's stupid, but
No, it is not okay. Shia LaBeouf swings through the jungle
I was
with
waiting
the
for
monkeys.
it. I was waiting for
Okay,
it.
you know
That
what?
scene is the dumbest scene.
you're right. That is like the worst thing in film history, period. But it's okay.
Nope.
It's a dumb movie.
What's the
Whatever.
second Indiana Jones? Which one's that?
It was, it goes
That's
Raiders of the
Temple
Lost
of-
Ark, Temple of Doom,
Yeah.
Last Crusade, and
Kingdom of the
Skull.
Crystal Skull.
I like all three of those movies.
Yeah. All four of them are okay.
It depends.
Nope.
The second one is the weakest one.
Temple of Doom's great.
It just has some bad character
When he's
actor.
pulling the guy's heart out, that's
I
crazy.
mean, there's cool things in it. I always like the bit they did about making fun of the gun scene from the first one.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. At the time when I watched 4 in theaters, I'm like, I think I like this more than 2.
No,
but
no,
1 and 3
4
are
is
always
not
superior.
Have you guys? Okay, this is what I'm assuming has happened. You guys have seen Indiana Jones 4 once.
Yes.
Yeah.
that-
Why
same
would
with
you
you,
ever
Keith?
watch it more than that? Because it's just an okay movie.
You go back and watch it again, you're gonna be like, "What was I thinking?"
I would
have a
never-
feeling you got caught up and you were like, "Oh man, remember Indiana Jones?" And you were like, "Yeah, Indiana Jones." You got swept up, and you know, it happens to the best of us. But
I watched
no.
the first 3 movies before I went and watched the 4th. So
The fourth movie is terrible. It is terrible.
I'm not saying it's a good movie. I'm just saying I think it's better than Temple of Doom.
You're
See
that
that
is
I
so
don't
wrong.
that I don't agree with. I just don't think 4 is a bad movie in general. It's dumb, but like they're all kind of dumb. They do some dumb stuff. Shia
But,
LaBeouf is
4
kind of the
is
worst
good
thing
just-
ever, though.
Oh, okay. Well, oh my god. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not arguing. I'm not agreeing with you at all. We're not gonna go anywhere.
I love
just
how
really hated Temple of Doom. That's all.
Otto's like, John, you're objectively wrong about.
Wow. Thanks, Otto.
Uh,
Look, I just didn't like Temple of Doom. I'm sorry.
that's
Like,
fair.
all of Indy's support characters were terrible.
They really
Except-
were. They
But that guy's
Yeah.
pulling people's hearts out of their chest.
Yeah, he
They're
was
like
probably the coolest thing in the movie. That and like the minecart ride.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
I can't remember her name, but she's terrible. The main actress in it. Holy fuck, is she terrible?
Yeah. Short Round didn't help either.
Short Round's hilarious though.
Short
No.
Round's fine. What are you even talking
Nah,
about?
I hated Short Round. He was the worst addition.
I think
That's
you're
why I was
just-
so glad
no.
the third movie was just incredibly superior. The first and third are the only movies I really care about in that series.
Okay, well, the third
Anyways.
movie has pretty good. Sean Connery. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rainbow Six
What
is
are you even
fine.
talking about Rainbow Six. That's
Yeah,
right, Rainbow
it's totally
Six.
fine. It's a fine thing.
All right, are you looking forward to the full release?
Eh. I mean, I didn't pre-order it or anything, so I mean, if people I know have or are going to buy it, I'll probably pick it up and play it with them some. It's good enough for that. Even though it's going to be like
Speaking
$70.
of like pre-ordering, and because we were talking about this before the show, Rock Band 4 comes out next week.
Yeah.
And I had done that. I had pre-ordered it because there was that deal
Yeah.
weeks ago. Mad Cats was like, "No, son, that was an error. Here's like a coupon for 30% off something that's already out."
Ooh.
And I was like, "Oh, thanks for nothing. Whatever."
Great.
So I gotta go buy that. But anyway, just keep catching people up.
Yeah.
Did you play anything else?
I did. I played. I don't know how to pronounce this word. I think it's
wow,
like.
this is actually really convenient that you're going to mention this game.
I thought that was why you looked it up.
No, nope.
What did you
Whatever that
get?
noise was?
Yeah, what was that noise?
I think it was
I
like,
don't know.
It's
What is that?
I think someone driving like their brakes or something.
Okay, but that's
outside.
on your side, right?
Oh yeah, that's outside my apartment.
Okay. Good lord.
Jotun?
Yeah, like
That's what-
I was gonna pronounce it like Jotun or something, like the J with a Jotun or something. Anyways, this is a game where you play a Viking who dies, and to get your way into Valhalla, you have to prove to the gods that you're worth it by fighting them, basically.
So it's like God of War.
No, it is actually more like Titan Souls, just straight up.
It looked a lot like it.
But
I
like,
figured it
if
was
Titan
same
Souls played bad mechanically but looked better.
Ooh.
The reason I was saying it was convenient that this was on your list is when I was looking for news stories before the show.
Yeah.
I just saw like a gif of this going, and I thought the art style looked really cool.
The art style is fucking phenomenal, and it stays that way the whole time. Like, you know those old Lord of the Rings and like Hobbit cartoons and stuff, that very almost stilted animation quality?
Like
Nope.
pre-Don Bluth kind of art style.
That
or
sort
even
of
Don
thing.
Bluth-esque,
But
yeah.
like specifically the animation, like not the movement of the characters and stuff. It does a lot of that
Like
stuff. so-
Cuphead.
Not
No,
that era.
smoother
It's
than that,
in
but you're on the
between,
right
yeah.
track.
This guy right here. Super excited for Cuphead.
Cuphead is going to be
when is
probably
that out?
great.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Next year.
I thought it was October.
I'm gonna look that up.
Anyways, so this game is all about the style and substance and not about how it actually plays. Your character feels way too slow, and it feels kind of like just terrible having to run through some of these giant environments, which are beautiful. So it kind of doesn't matter because you're going through the environments and just like enjoying the scenery and stuff. Where it does matter is when you're fighting a giant monster and you're trying to get away from it, and you can just barely make it with like by running and then doing a dodge move. The dodge isn't very good either. There's about a second delay from when you like recover from the dodge and you can start running again, so it can kind of stilt your movement, which is bad when you're trying to do something specific. I thought it would be a lot worse, honestly, when I was playing it, but every enemy kind of has like a pattern. The bigger enemies have patterns to them that you can kind of game around a little bit, which is probably what you're supposed to do. And the smaller enemies just don't feel like a threat, period, because they will do like one attack move and that's it. And it's kind of disappointing in that regard, but it really doesn't feel like a game that you're going into to like slaughter thousands or something. It's very much about the giant boss fight, figuring out how to take this boss down and sort of doing it with these kind of terrible mechanics. But that's kind of not important because at the end of the day, after you get used to how kind of crummy it feels, the only thing you remember when you're turning it off is how beautiful it looks and how like neat the whole thing is. The different gods and stuff you meet up with or that grant you powers, the giants that you're fighting. It's really, really nice. And there's a sense of scope that I don't see in video games very much. Like, the last time I really felt that sense of scope was Shadow of the Colossus, when you would, like, see something as you're running towards it. It's just, like, you're getting smaller and the, like, camera's panning out sort of thing. This game does that a lot, where you're going through an environment and, like, a part where there's going to be a big thing happening, the camera kind of pans out and you look like this just insignificant speck, and then, like, this giant fucking snake breaks through the ice and attacks you. It's really cool. There's a lot of good stuff in there aesthetically. It's just that I don't think the gameplay really backs it up adequately.
Mm-hmm.
Cuphead is out 2016.
Nice. I'm looking forward to that.
I want to try Jotun, whatever it is. I'm still interested.
Yeah, especially because you really like animation. You're going to fucking love a lot of stuff in this game. Like, it is so good, the animation style. It's all hand-drawn and everything. It's beautiful. It's really worth checking out just for that alone. Once you get... There is a point where you get over, like, that it just doesn't feel very good. And you will get power-ups that make it feel a little bit better. Like, there is a straight-up power-up that makes you run faster. So they know that, like... yeah, I don't like when there's a power up for something that should just feel normally that way. Like, when I used it to run faster, I was like, this is how you should always feel. I don't like that this is something I can only use every now and then. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I like it. There's some things about it I don't like. I will play it again, though. I do want to see more of it. It has that hold on me just by how it looks, that I will actually overlook the mechanics, which is kind of a big thing because I don't usually do that.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyways.
And that's it?
That's it.
All right, Sean, what have you been playing?
I've been continuing with Ace Attorney, slowly, on my train rides. And I've also played Animal Crossing, a home design thing.
Happy Home Designer.
Happy Home Designer. Is it designer or design? Happy Home Design?
Designer.
Happy Home Designer. Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. I've been playing that game.
Is it great?
No, it's really bad.
Oh.
I don't like it at all.
Oh.
I'm somehow not surprised by this, to be honest.
So, so there... You're part of the like an interior design company, and random characters from the Animal Crossing universe will come up and be like, "Hey, I just got a house. Will you please design the room for me?"
And
then you get to design a room, and the person will be like, "Hey, I want it to be a robot theme, and I have a couple items I would like you to make sure you use." And there'll be like 2 or 3 boxes in the middle of the room. So you tap on the touchscreen, 3 boxes, and they open up, and they're, there'll be something robot related. Sure. And then from there, you can do whatever you want. In fact, you can just leave and be done, and the person will be ecstatic.
Okay, cool.
Really?
Really. As long as those 3 items have been unboxed, you have soared above the thing, and the game is fine with that. There is no grading system. You have won. So a lot of the houses I've been doing, I've just been opening the few boxes and being like, well, I'm not really interested in actually decorating your room because the game's not interested in me decorating the room. I'm just going to go back to and do this again, I guess, just for someone else. You have to make your own fun with this game. Like,
isn't that kind of Animal Crossing though?
But with Animal Crossing, there was goals to work towards. Like, you were trying to pay off Tom Nook, or there was new people you could talk to, and you could find items. You could meet new characters. You could run chores for them. You could find fossils. You could fish. You could do tons of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All you can do in this is design rooms that the feedback is always good, no matter what you do.
That's kind of funny.
I had to every now and then you'll get to design something special, like a classroom, and they'll be like, okay, you have to make sure you hit these 3 things. And it's like, there's got to be a teacher's desk, and there's got to be at least 4 student desks. So I put a teacher's desk in the middle, I put 3 student desks in front of it, and then I put one in the corner for the bad kid. They
Right.
they loved that room. They love that school. I'm a master. There was literally a town celebration for me for designing that room.
As
You
there
did it.
should be.
Yeah. Like
You saved the orphanage.
Yep.
I mean like it's the next Animal Crossing, I hope they have like it's the way to like interact with the stuff in your room. It's better than ever, obviously. You're not just like walking up and slowly pushing things. You can drag things around. You can copy and paste stuff. I made a convenience store that has 12 security cameras on it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. They only sell 2 stuffed bears.
Yeah.
But I made sure I had the cash register there. So they were, ecstatic.
Oh my god, you're so good.
Again, like and I wish there was at least a grading system or something. The closest thing is you can upload things online and people can rate it like out of 3 hearts. I think it's hearts. How unique is it? How cool is it? How cute is it? And how I would live here is it?
So you've got full marks, is clearly what you're saying.
I haven't uploaded anything because I'm not expecting to win any awards for that. I've seen other
Yeah.
people's, and some people are going all out. You can even decorate like the outside of the house too. I understand if you play longer, you can get bigger houses to decorate and maybe second floors. I'm not sure about that. So far, I've had tiny little 1-bedroom houses. But like I said, the changes they've done to interacting with your house is great. And if that's not in the next Animal Crossing, that's a foolish decision.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that, it just doesn't seem like a game. It's just like a I don't know, it's like a sandbox with like that where you can't fail. And it's just boring. Like, well, I don't. Every time it's like, well, I should probably play more of this. So because I'm reviewing it, I should play more for this to review. And it's like, but I don't want to. I'm getting like no positive. Well, I'm getting only positive feedback here, which might as well be no feedback here. Like, there's nothing pushing me to like, why don't you make something really cool? Because the game doesn't even care if I make something really cool. So it's just a bummer. I don't know. I guess if you're like, I don't even know who this is for, because I would say like, hey, if you really liked, decorating your house in Animal Crossing, which I didn't tend to do much. Like I would sometimes collect pieces of furniture that I thought looked cool, or if there was something like game related, it's like, oh, I'm gonna get the NES games or whatever back for the GameCube one. Then I'll decorate it. But for the most part, everything around that was exciting, and this one has none of that. You don't even get your own house. You can't even decorate your own little space. It's only other people's. So that's odd too. And every time you decorate a place, you have to save the game and go through the save process every single time. And that's it. Yeah, there's not really much else to say about that game because there's nothing else to that game. It uses amiibo cards, which I have the old DS, and I didn't get one of those.
The
reader for it. So I haven't used that, but from what I understand, the only thing the cards get you is you can phone people who are like bigger names in Animal Crossing, like KK Slider and Mr. Rossetti, and then decorate their houses, as opposed to Goldie, the one dog that everyone always gets.
I saw Reese. She streamed it a while ago, and she scanned Tom Nook's, and his request was that she could do whatever she wanted.
Nice.
So she had
great.
free reign to actually design. And I don't know if that's
every room.
I don't know if that was the case with like there was no rules. Like you said, there were like, I want these 3 things. Tom Nook was literally like, just do whatever you want.
But I'm saying that's the one rule is I want these 2 or 3 items, and then you can do whatever you want. So like, it's basically the same thing. Those items are like usually always small. It'll be like a stereo and a chair. All right, well, you got your stereo and chair. Now I'm leaving. I'm glad you love your house. Yeah, it's just a boring game. Like I said, I don't know who it's for, because if you really like the decorating part, there's not even a grading system. There's nothing to work towards. You have to just be fine with like, I made a house and it looks cool. That's the end of it.
You have to be fine with mediocrity, really.
I guess, yeah. I mean, Yeah, I don't know. I'm really not enjoying it. But
Zeta Shade brings up an interesting point in the chat. He says, Happy Home Crossing is simply put a hidden test for the potential of Pokemon amiibo cards.
I could see it.
Yeah,
yes,
easily.
eventually.
There's supposed to be like 400 of these Animal Crossing cards. There's supposed to be like four packs,
really?
4 series of them is what the online checklists are saying. Series 1 is 100 cards, so there's 100 cards to get right off the bat.
What? Who are these? There's not even that many characters in Animal Crossing.
Well, I guess they're making up some.
I guess.
At least I think it was 400. Someone comment saying 200.
Do you have all the cards, John?
God, no. They're so fucking hard to get. I've got a lot of them, though.
Okay, fair enough.
How are you getting them? Just going to like EB Games and getting a booster pack or something? Like I haven't even looked into this. Okay.
Yeah, you buy booster packs.
What are the retail? Like how many cards you getting? What are you spending on a booster
That
pack?
is the ripoff. That is the ripoff. You get 6 cards for in Canada $7, and I think in America 5.
That's not a great deal. I'm trying to think of like trading card games, and it was like 12 cards for like
Here's the thing.
$6 or something.
Here's one of the cards.
Who is that?
A walker, apparently. He's a dog.
Who?
All
What?
right.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see it because of the reflection of the light. There's a little indentation in the back of the card where I assume the NFC chip sits. So they don't even technically sit flush if you stack them together, which is another interesting thing for trying to keep them in order. But
Okay, sure.
I don't know. They seem pretty straightforward. If any of them are in Super Mario Maker, you can use them to unlock the costumes in that as well. So a couple of the main character ones unlock stuff.
The cards, not just amiibos themselves.
Yeah, because the cards are considered amiibos.
Right. Okay.
This could also be Nintendo trying to see if they can just get away with no longer doing the figures. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're cheaper than an amiibo is. Because you're getting 6 for half, like a third of the price.
So because they're an amiibo, do you have to get them all? Like you specifically?
Me specifically, I might
you have
try.
all
I
the-
might try, but once you get so many, you start getting a million repeats, and it's like this is a bad idea.
Okay.
So if you can find people to trade with, then it might actually.
Comment in the chat is saying Japan and Europe get only 3 cards per pack.
Ooh.
Huh.
Did you get any characters that are actually like named like
Yeah.
Did you get Tom Nook or Tortimer or
Let me see who I got. Isabel, DJ KK, Digby.
so there's like different
Cap'n.
versions of KK.
No, as far as I'm aware of, there's only just DJ KK.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me see. I think I've got most of my shiny ones here. Isabel.
Just shiny ones?
Yeah. Any like the well-known characters or shinies?
Oh, okay. So it's not like you get like a holographic Walker.
No, there's just like Isabel, Tom Nook, DJ KK, Cap'n, Rossetti, Joan, which is the turnip boar, Timmy, Digby,
Right.
Pascal, Harriet, Red, Sahara, Luna, Tortimer, Lyle, and Lottie. Those are the only shiny ones currently. And I'm missing one in there somewhere.
Are the police dogs still in those games? Booker and I can't remember the other one.
I don't remember the dogs from the 3DS one. I never saw them.
New Leaf. Yeah,
New Leaf. I never saw them in New Leaf.
Anyway. Yeah, so that's the Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. I don't recommend it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Ace Attorney though, that game's great. It's real good. Keep playing Ace Attorney. Let's go on to the tiny little bit of news because nothing happened this week.
Yeah, okay.
There's a monthly Humble Bundle. It's a subscription service. That's what we should say.
Mm-hmm.
Humble Bundle now has a subscription service, $12 a month. They'll just send you games.
I mean, that is the next logical step, to be fair.
I guess so. 12 seems like a lot considering Humble Bundles always pay what you want. Like I don't think I've ever spent
12 was
$12.
usually the average, though.
Yeah, I
No
would
way,
usually
the average was like $4. It was like $5. I would say the average is.
Well,
I
let's see what
usually
the average
paid
of the
10.
current bundle is.
because that way you would get everything.
Often for the past while, they've definitely done like make sure you pay at least this one to unlock something. So the average for their current indie bundle is just under $7.
Yeah, he's right.
The book bundle, the average is okay. That doesn't count. It's $12, but it's a book bundle. Like, come on.
Yeah.
The mobile bundle is going to be quite cheap. It's $4.30. Those are always cheap. And then the weekly bundle, there isn't one at the moment. But I'm pretty sure I've spent like usually around like $5 on humble bundles. Anyway, I don't know what they're going to send you. It's probably going to be a copy of Braid, right? That's probably the first game because everyone already has that.
That's my one concern is they're just going to send you games you already have.
I mean, maybe. I'm kind of curious to see what the first couple months will be, if it is a good deal or what it is exactly. That's just,
dude, especially PC games. It's like there's
that are super cheap, and I'm comparing.
There's
them to
very
other, like,
few that I don't already have from Humble themselves.
That's true. And I'm thinking of other video game subscription service stuff like Xbox Live Gold and PlayStation. Those are cheaper each month than $12 a month.
Yeah,
$12 is a lot. Like,
okay, it does say here, discover games that haven't been featured in other bundles.
All right, well, that's good at least.
That puts my mind a little bit to rest, but still not really, because I buy a lot on Steam and GOG.
I'm sure there'll be some new stuff. Like,
yeah,
it's got to be the case.
What I would like,
it will be cheaper. Like, I could see there being like a new game coming out that retails for $15, and you're getting it here. That's cool.
What I would like to see is stuff like Chasm or like their others. They have a lot of partnerships with indie devs to do like an early access sort of thing, like Steam does, only because Humble is much more open than Steam. They can just kind of cut a deal, and like indie devs that have a Kickstarter or whatever can actually sell their game through Humble. I would like to see more of that come through, like the basically beta versions of games we've never seen before.
I want to know, how many games do you guys want to receive in that? I think it's like the first Friday of the month or something like that is when you get it.
Well, how many usually come in a Humble bundle? Like 9 usually, right?
No, that seems pretty high. I'd say it's usually around maybe 6. Like right now, if you look at the indie bundle
it's
if you pay,
not bad. If I got 6 games a month, $2 each, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I would say 6 to 10.
I'm wondering, like,
depending.
how much what is like the lowest number where it's like, okay, my $12 feels justified, you'd go for?
My lowest would probably be 4, maybe 3.
My lowest is one good quality one.
Also, that is true. If the game is like high quality and it makes up for the price. Here's the thing too. They've got to make sure it's a game that actually like retails for more than the actual $12 a month. Otherwise, then it's a ripoff.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see. I think this says the first one is going to be, let's see, subscribe before November 6th to receive the first bundle. So I guess sometimes next month is when we're getting it. I'm trying to see, what is the, I thought it said it's a date.
I doubt it says what the games are. That'd be...
No, it doesn't say what the games are. I'm pretty sure it said like what day. The first Friday of every month is when the bundle unlocks. What are the games playable on? Steam for Windows, sometimes more. You can cancel whenever you want, and if you do cancel, you get to keep your games. So it's like Xbox Live Gold.
I'd say it's not like PlayStation then in that case.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna subscribe to this.
You're gonna do it? You're gonna be our man in there?
I feel like I have to be. All of my gaming's on PC anyways. This is basically free games, like a loot crate every month, basically, for video games.
I would not call it free games.
It basically is.
Service.
I like
just like PlayStation Plus is not free games.
No.
I'm curious if you get codes or if you have to like tie a Steam account for it. But can you gift those codes if you already have the stuff? I guess we'll see in a month.
Maybe they'll give you choices, like because my Steam is tied. So, in theory, they should just be able to read if I have something, because they can read it when I try to redeem a code that I already have. It says, oops, you already have this.
Right.
So,
I guess we'll see. I think I'm close to you. If I could get 3 games that are all right, I'd be happy. $4 a game. I think I'd be okay with that. Or just, one good one, but it's hard to say what a good one is. It's going to be different all the time. But
it's true.
Anyway, and the other bit of news, keeping up with the subscriptions, is we now have the PlayStation Plus games for October, and I haven't even looked at these.
Oh yeah, because we were missing those last week when we were talking about.
Yeah, they hadn't been announced yet.
Yeah.
Here we go. Announced PlayStation Plus lineup for October. Broken Age for the PlayStation 4 and Vita.
Okay.
So that'll be both versions. You'll get the whole thing together. Super Meat Boy for the PlayStation 4 and Vita.
Yeah. Okay.
Except that game is like so old, man.
I know. It's on everything for $1.
Yeah, like who
Yeah.
doesn't own a copy? Who doesn't own
Except
like
for
two?
Nintendo.
Is it really
Aw.
not on anything Nintendo?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Dude, they only just got Binding of Isaac.
Well, I'm saying like they have Binding of Isaac, like that came out after Meat Boy. The other games include Unmechanical Extend for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3. I don't know what that is. Kickbeat.
Oh, Kickbeat.
Which one's Kickbeat?
That's that stupid
Rhythm
like
fighting game.
yeah,
Okay.
was it a fighting game? I think it was, yeah.
It was?
You have to like do moves to the beat of the song.
What's the game we played it? I played it a little bit. You guys played it more than me, but there was like a ball that you had to hit back and forth
Lethal
against
League?
each other. Lethal League. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It's not that. Kickbeat for Vita and PlayStation 3, Kung Fu Rabbit for Vita and PlayStation 3, and Chariot for PlayStation 3.
I've been curious about
Chariot was given away on Xbox One
Yeah, Chariot
months ago.
was a free Xbox One, yeah.
Yeah, that was a while ago. I think, in fact, I think a second Chariot game just came out, or like a big expansion to it or something.
Huh.
Either way, though, not their best lineup. I do like Broken Age, though. That is a cool game. But there you go. October lackluster for the subscription games. I'm going to say I wasn't a huge fan of the Xbox ones last week.
I've already forgotten what Xboxes were.
Yeah, I'm Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
For both consoles. You know, we can just scroll down the page. We do keep all this stuff.
Ground Zeroes, I think, was another one again.
Ground Zeroes is for the first half, and Valiant Hearts, which Valiant Hearts, that's okay. But again, like a year old at this point. All right, let's go on to the emails. Paul, where can people send in questions?
Probably topdownperspective@gmail.com. You could probably do that.
Probably.
Or Twitter, TDP Podcast there. You could even do it on Facebook if you want, if you like dying mediums.
Oh, shit. I'll be right back.
Oh,
Trust me, this is important to the podcast.
Oh, right.
oh, okay. I think I know what he's talking about.
Oh, P.O. Box.
Yeah.
Could it be the P.O. Box?
Yeah.
So excited.
Oh my god,
I am
I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
Also, I'm so pissed that Skype killed the video on our
Really?
stream for the last
It's
like
not even
hour.
back?
It hasn't even come back. So
Oh my
I just
God.
got rid of it. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, you could do it to John's P.O. box, which I don't know, but if you ask him nicely or go to his YouTube channel, you could probably find out.
that
Proton
is why
John
I left.
SA.
This is
Oh
why I
man.
left.
Okay, let's start with this. John, who sent something in?
All right. This is interesting because they sent me 3 envelopes inside of one box.
All right.
Ba-bum-ba. Bum-ba-bum.
Just to let you know, John, there's no video.
Yeah.
Skype like died with
Skype
Twitch
died again?
a
Oh,
while
well.
ago.
All
So,
right. Well, it was worth a shot.
Word picture.
We're picture mode here. All
every-
right.
Yeah.
I've been given. There's 3 envelopes inside, and each one has part of a message.
All right.
And I was told not to open the contents of the envelopes until reading that on the podcast.
Okay.
They're kind of small, handheld. I'm gonna guess a game, or is it flatter than that? It's hard to tell on this tiny camera.
Feels like plastic packaging. All right. Let's see here.
Okay.
First part says. Actually, let's get the actual username here first.
Actually, you
Yeah.
know what? I'm going to do
Jesus.
something unprecedented here. I'm going to
What?
add a screen capture of the little Skype preview window.
Ooh.
So you can't see me, but you can see if John has anything neat now.
What?
All right. Let me just see what's.
You'll see it in a second.
Okay. I don't
It's
know
going to
what
be
this
kind of
looks like.
crappy video quality, but whatever. It really
Yay.
doesn't matter. For an audio podcast.
Hey! Wow. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is a thing. All right.
What are we even looking at?
This one comes to us from Deef0000 Dragon 1.
That's not a username I know. Is this maybe just a random PO box thing?
It specifically says TDP.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you for writing in. What was the name again? Dragon Feet?
Deef0000 Dragon 1.
Okay, I was close.
All right. First part says, "Hi John, I was bored and wanted to send you a gift. I also wanted a question asked on Top 10 Perspective, and the guys say this is the best. It relates to how something is. It relates to how something is always full. In any case, I don't want you to open these until the TDP podcast, please.
Great.
Now, my question is, when is Superman 64 coming back? Just kidding. My actual question is, what is the origin of the egg? And have you ever considered making a Draw My Life video, and B, a video that explains your more recent history related to your channel, such as explaining the tropes such as Luigi, Robocop, the egg, etc., of your channel to new viewers, along with how you got started and or how you met up with the rest of TRG? Thanks, D0000 Dragon 1. Now don't forget anymore.
You should totally do a Draw My Life thing. That would be great.
What is Draw My Life?
For shit.
Dude, that's why it would be so good. Holy shit.
What is Draw My Life?
Be terrible, terrible.
What is
stick
this?
figures.
What is this?
It is literally what it sounds like. You draw your life.
You tell your life story and you draw little pictures to try to accommodate it as best you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my artistic talent is terrible, so. All right.
That sounds pretty funny.
Opening up bag number 1.
Wait, do you have to answer all the questions?
I'll do that while I'm opening things.
Okay.
It is a PS1 memory card, third party.
Nice. Okay.
By Hyperkin. This will work great because I'm low on PS1 memory cards. First question.
Okay, I thought it was just like super random.
No.
Like here's a
I
PS1
didn't ask
card.
for them, but I'm like, all right, sweet, that works for me.
All right. Is there any saves on it? I'm so curious. You don't have to look it up now.
It's
but
factory sealed. It's factory sealed.
Where did you even find that?
Hyperkin, I guess, sells them now. This has got a date of 2010.
Amazing. All right.
Superman 64 is coming back when Yoshi's Island's done.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's been the story for quite a while.
Okay.
The origin of the egg is actually also on my YouTube channel. I was streaming Resident Evil 5's Mercenaries mode, and I found an audio clip of Wesker saying, "You will give me an egg," which was in the mode. And I just kept playing the clip because I thought it was funny. And then when we needed a sound clip for subscribers on Twitch, I just ended up using it. And it just kind of went from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is another PS1 memory card.
Okay. 2 PS1 memory cards. All right.
All right. Will I ever do a Draw My Life video? Probably not, because I suck at drawing.
Please.
Please
do it for me.
Funny.
Also, I think they're kind of hated now. They were overdone for quite a while, and people just started
Dude, even better.
I mean, I've never even heard of this, but maybe I'm in the wrong parts of YouTube.
Will I make a video that explains the more recent history related to the channel? Probably not. I mean, there's not really much to it, in my opinion. How did I get started? I was bored in university, and it just started on something awful, just doing video Let's Play, so I figured I'd join in, and that's where it came from. And
A third PlayStation 1 memory card.
You might be right. Yeah, you are right. It is 3 PS1 memory cards.
Amazing. That's the best gift.
Individually wrapped.
Individually wrapped. That's kind of hilarious. I don't get why this bag is bigger than the other ones.
It can hold more space.
They all have the same thing inside of them, though.
No, that memory card can hold more.
They're all 1 megabyte.
Yeah. Okay. Was that all the questions, or was there more?
Last one, how did I meet the rest of TRG? Emil I knew for years because we used to talk on MSN, or not MSN, AIM. And
you used AIM, even being in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess he's not in Canada.
Yeah, it's because I talked to a lot of Americans.
Okay, because I feel like MSN was such a Canadian thing.
And and I talked to Tim for the first time when we actually met up to do recordings. So there you go.
Cool. All right. Again, yeah, people want to send stuff to the PO box. They'll anything you guys write. They'll. I guess John will have to be the one who reads it. So do that because that's always fun. All right, I'll read this first email. Bruce writes, I love watching stingers in games, staying after the credits for an extra bonus scene that could either be humorous, like the end of John's videos, or dramatic, being with a big reveal, like the end of Metal Gear Solid. What are some of your favorite stingers, humorous or otherwise?
Metal Gear Solid definitely has some great ones that instantly come to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Just the Mr. President is so fucking good and dumb. Bayonetta had a good one. I can't remember it completely, but...
Did Bayonetta have a stinger? I just remembered having fucking 5 endings.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I can't tell if any of them were a stinger or if that was just part of the...
Oh, no, I remember what Bayonetta's stinger is now. It's the dance.
Yes.
It's the dance video.
Yeah, okay. That was pretty good.
I don't know. The five different endings of Bayonetta 1 really kind of made that one for me.
Yeah, it's really good.
I can't really even think of many games. I know Azura's Wrath has one, which sets up like the actual ending that you have to buy.
I
Can't
always
think of.
thought that was silly that you had to buy the true ending of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that is kind of silly. You're right, but I got enough of what I wanted out of that game, and then it was just kind of more of that to like an even crazier extreme. So, and again, I bought that game for like $4 when it was on sale. So
Sure.
it's not the biggest deal that I had to spend another three. Can't think of any other games with stingers.
I watched a lot of Mystery Science Theater 3000 in university, and still to this day, which is why I kind of got into stingers and stuff like that. So I don't have anything for games, but the Mystery Science Theater ones were always entertaining.
If we're taking it out of games, I mean, I always like the Marvel ones, which
Oh
are
yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Too.
like those are like now so many other movies are doing them because the Marvel one started, but those are always fun to see like what's going to come next.
Yeah.
All right, what do you
Okay.
guys want to get the next one?
James writes in, if Telltale went back to doing more lighthearted games like Sam and Max or Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people, which IP would you want them to use? My answer is Calvin and Hobbes. Okay, there's another
That'd be
question
so
here.
good.
So let's answer this one first, I guess.
Calvin and Hobbes would be so good.
I
I
agree.
do want to say though, Tales from the Borderland is lighthearted, and it's really funny.
Yeah, I hear it's really good, actually.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. But even like more like Calvin and Hobbes, that's such a great one.
Calvin and Hobbes
Yeah,
is a really
it's
good
really
choice.
good.
Or even like Peanuts would be real good too, because you have a whole cast of characters. There's
Yeah.
not a ton of characters in Calvin and Hobbes.
And like all the Peanuts music is always good, so that would just be really good to just be walking around an adventure game with that music.
Yeah,
playing
and
back.
they could do so many crazy things. Like there could be a whole like Red Baron section with Snoopy and
That
stuff.
would be good, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm trying to
there
think of
are
stuff-
there are actual Red Baron games you can play.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like not comic book properties.
Calvin and Hobbes is so fucking good. I really like Calvin and Hobbes a lot.
Really.
Now I'm thinking like Archie comics. That would be real cool.
Yeah, okay.
But I have stuff thinking of just comic book movies. I'm okay. How about like Toy Story?
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. I'd like that.
Yeah, be a good choice.
Yeah. Or like how about the Jetsons?
I don't know
down
about that
for
one.
I'd be
Yeah.
down for that one.
I don't think I'd be
if
down
David-
for any Hanna-Barbera ones, honestly.
Honestly, if they did that, you would have to be like here the Jetsons and the Flintstones and like Magilla Gorilla and just whatever.
Well, maybe there's like a stinger at the end where it's like, oh wait, the Flintstones are here. What? They were down on the surface of the planet the whole time.
Oh God.
How about like a Rugrats?
I would be so into that, actually. I fucking love Rugrats.
I'm trying to think of
I think they
cartoons.
killed the Rugrats like license in general with that all grown up show.
I really liked All Grown Up, so you watch your mouth.
Yeah, it was okay.
I liked All Grown Up.
I like Rugrats better, but I didn't have a problem with
Rugrats was definitely the better show.
Hey Arnold.
I was gonna say because you love Hey Arnold, so
Hey Arnold's great. Like
It is.
That, I'm just trying to think of all these old cartoons with tons of characters and just tons of different areas. Hey Arnold's great. All right.
Harvey Birdman would be good, but they already made a Harvey Birdman game. Capcom did it. It's Phoenix Wright, basically.
Yeah.
there's another part of this question. Also, John and Paul, which would you want first, Resident Evil 3 make or Resident Evil 7? 3 make.
Resident Evil 7.
Whoa.
3 make,
Split.
hands down.
Why one and not the other?
Resident Evil 3 is one of my favorite Resident Evils.
Resident Evil 3 is one of the few I didn't finish.
Ah,
This is your chance to finish it.
yeah, right now. Go
Yeah.
play it.
I'll go right now. I'll find what
Or
box
did you,
it's
or
in
did you
right
not
now.
finish it because you didn't like it?
No, I just the only time I played it was on my PSP, and who plays their PSP that much?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Accurate.
so I never really sat down and got into it because like I haven't finished one either. To be fair, I've skipped
right.
some weird numbers in Resident Evil.
Yeah. Also, somebody said Doug, which is a great answer for the first part. That would be great. I'd love to play a Doug game.
I just like old like 90s cartoons a lot.
Yeah. You could be Quail Man. for some parts.
Man, a whole Quail Man section? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man, and the Silver Skeeter.
Yeah, I'm so in for Doug.
Doug, yeah. Man, cartoons are great.
Yeah.
All right, John, want to get this last one?
All right. Is this actually the last one?
Yes, there is nothing on Twitter.
Wow.
Oh,
all right. This one comes to us from David and says, "So I recently bought the soundtrack to Undertale. Really good game. Go play it." And I couldn't help but notice what was written in the system requirement boxes of the OST Steam page. See below.
Yep.
Have you ever seen any other game do this on Steam? And would you be surprised if other games did it in the future? Minimum operating system, any. Processor, sure. Memory, 1 megabyte of RAM. Graphics, well, it's just music files. Hard drive, 1 gigabyte space available. Sound card, any. Additional notes, it's just music files. Recommended operating system, Windows 9 million. Processor, very fast processor that can play 9,000 songs per second. Memory, 999 gigabytes of RAM. Graphics, special graphics card that makes music look like cool 3D for no reason. Hard drive, 1 gigabyte of available space. Sound card that makes the music sound like a live orchestra, even though it's not. Additional notes, really though, it's just music files.
8-Bit MMO has done that.
That's pretty good though. I like that.
It's pretty funny. Yeah.
Let me pull up 8-Bit MMO. Hold on.
Like you're saying they've done joke requirements?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I saw you picked up Undertale, and I've been hearing really good things about it, so I installed it.
I have been politely asked to wait until Reese is here to play Undertale, because she wants to see me play it.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's okay?
Well, it's an RPG, and I wasn't in the mood to play an RPG, so I stopped after 20 minutes.
Isn't it currently the highest rated PC game on Metacritic?
I mean, probably. But it's one of those things that if I'm not in a mood to play an RPG, I'm not going to like it. So I put it down until I'm in that mood.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's charming. It's rated 97 on Metacritic.
It's really charming, for sure. Okay, 8-Bit MMO for Windows system requirement minimum. Okay, OS and memory are true to form. Graphics and integrated graphics are fine, or really any wire and tin foil you can cobble together that looks like a GPU. Hard drive is normal. Sound card, if you don't have one, just make beep and boop noises with your mouth when appropriate. Additional notes, you can probably get this to run on a toaster. Mac OS on that same game, recommended. OS, you should get one of the laptops with a glowy logo on the back because I'm pretty sure it makes it go faster. And Linux, recommended, not Gen 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, also someone in the chat is saying there was no tweet on Twitter for questions. You guys can send in questions at any point during the week. We'll collect them all. You don't have to wait for me to either remember or to forget to put out.
Yeah, this is your fucking fault.
So at any point, anytime you have a question, tweet at us and we'll scoop it up and put it in the list.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, like, what is this throwing it back at us? Like, well, you didn't like. No, if you want a question sent in, you send it. Good lord.
For this question though, I don't check requirements enough, so I have no answer for it.
Yeah,
Paul had the one.
That might be the only one I've seen other than this one that he brought up. So,
yeah, Undertale is still the highest rated PC game by 1 point. It's higher than Half-Life 2.
Wow, there you go.
That's pretty big. That's huge.
It's 97 versus 96.
Wow, impressive. That's really impressive. It's very charming. It's a very charming game.
All right, people want to send in questions for next week. topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast, or the Facebook group, or John's P.O. Box, and those are always a lot of fun.
Thank you for the memory cards, by the way. These will definitely get use.
What is your guys' games of the week?
I didn't play anything.
You played Record Keeper, you said.
Record Keeper, then. All right. My God.
Rainbow Six Siege.
And mine's Ace Attorney 2. Yep.
Cool.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Later, guys.
Wait, they can't even see us. Why did I wave?
I did it too. Don't worry.